everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever it is that you are. Welcome once more to another video podcast of Political News Time, brought to you by the PNT Live Network. I am your hostess, Alex Mayers, and remember, if you want to check out archives of Political News Time, all you have to do is pop on over to politicalnewstime.com. Earlier this evening, I finally got the site updated with the latest broadcast, so it's not a couple weeks behind anymore. Anyways, tonight should be a fairly brief but interesting podcast in regards to what I perceive as a bit of Democratic operative propaganda that is being spread within the adult entertainment industry and far and wide on social media, specifically by the woman known as Alana Evans. And many of you out there who are not familiar with the adult entertainment industry, you'll remember Alana Evans as being the woman who claimed that she could corroborate Stormy Daniels' story in regards to that night in Lake Tahoe with Donald Trump. But it's questionable as to whether or not Alana Evans was legitimately telling the entire truth when it came to that night, specifically due to her history, extensive history of participating in interracial porn. But if you want to know more about that, look at some previous podcasts of Political News Time. So it was just the other day that it was brought to my attention that XBiz, one of the foremost adult entertainment industry media periodicals that unfortunately does seem to practice racism and misogyny. It's very dangerous, actually, that they were supportive of that Black Lives Matter movement, considering that Black Lives Matter has the agenda of defunding the police. But anyway, it appears that XBiz is going to be putting together a panel, I believe August 26th, maybe the 27th, I can't remember the exact date. But the panel is supposed to revolve around the issue of some sort of war on porn. What a load of BS. There is no war on porn from anybody outside of the adult entertainment industry. Seriously. The anti-porn activists don't want the porn industry to go anywhere, because if it ever did, what would they talk about? As all of you who follow me know, and anyone who is an anti-porn activist is aware of, the adult entertainment industry essentially killed Shelley Lubben of the Pink Cross. That's something that Alana Evans actually is very aware of, so you don't have to worry about any war on porn from her. She's dead.
I want to bring in Shelley Lubben right now. She is a single mom herself, and she's a former porn star, former prostitute. Shelley, you've been listening to this conversation. Let me frame the question to you this way. Alana says her son is fine from all this. You have a child, I believe, as well. Do you think the kids are affected by these choices?
Absolutely. I was in porn in early 90s, and I was in denial that I hurt my child. I figured, well, I have nannies that help, or maybe I have a sugar daddy will help over here, or a boyfriend, and they'll take care of her. No, she'll never really feel the effects. But the truth is, later on, she's 22 now, and she's still in recovery for what she went through. There was times where she, by accident, stumbled upon my porn, and she thought her mom was a big movie star, and she watched the video and goes, oh my gosh, what's going on with my mom? She was masturbating since she was age 4, since I was involved in that lifestyle. And I did really good. I tried to hide her from all of it, but we are ignorant if we think we're gonna hide our kids from our career. And let me tell you, pornography isn't just about making movies. I'm pretty sure that Alana is actually, from what I hear, your husband also has been involved in making movies. So what I don't understand is that both of you are married and you're both having unprotected sex with multiple partners, not at all thinking about what your kids will think about this in maybe 10 years from now.
And if you want to know more about that, please do visit Porn News Today and click on that tab up on top That says Shelley Lubben, because I don't believe that the reported circumstances of her death are accurate. I just don't. I think something is very, very wrong when it comes to how she died. But there just isn't any war on porn. If anything, I would say that the Republicans are supportive of ethical, legal, adult entertainment. I would say the Democrats most definitely are. So the only thing I can really think of when it comes to this fictitious war on porn that XBiz is touting and having Alana Evans promote is to attempt to rally support within the adult entertainment industry for the Democrats, which is absolutely ridiculous. Because if there is anyone out there who is against sex workers, not porn, but sex workers as in prostitutes, it would be the Democrats. And all you got to do is look at Kamala Harris's history. And who is openly supporting Kamala Harris right now? Alana Evans. So what is Alana Evans going to do? Go on this XBiz panel and renounce her support for the Democrats and suddenly back Trump after she is the one who caused quite a bit of headache for Trump by corroborating Stormy Daniels' alleged story in regards to Trump? Is that what's going to happen at this XBiz panel in late August? Because that's the only thing that could feasibly happen that would make any sort of logical sense. There is no war on porn. Every porn star, every cam girl, every sex worker, every porn fan, really every American at this stage needs to look at the Democrats for what they are. A bunch of liars. A bunch of people perpetuating racist propaganda. A bunch of people trying to basically brainwash America into living in the past. I had to switch political parties because of mess like this. A war on porn, please. No such thing. So I wanted to talk about that tonight, and I guess I'll go ahead and continue and just say, if anything, there's not a war on porn, there's a war within the porn industry. The war within the porn industry has to do with the control of the talent and who is going to control the illegal sex trafficking that's been going on for I don't even know how long. Probably before I was even born. That's how long it's been going on. That's the real war that's going on. And it's a war that Alana Evans is on the wrong side of. Especially when it comes to that bogus performer training program that was designed and created by one of the key players that's integral to the operation of that escort agency that was charged with sex trafficking, known as the Luxury Companion. Such a mess. Someone was actually saying to me just the other day that Felicia Ann, who was the individual responsible for the formation of that defunct Adult Performers Actors Guild Union, someone was saying to me if she really wanted to just put a stop to a lot of the drama that's revolving around Alana Evans, all she'd have to do is file a lawsuit in trademark court having to do with that logo of the APAG Union unethically being utilized by Alana Evans. But I don't think that's going to happen. And the person who said that to me, I was telling her, I was like, why even stop Alana Evans at this point from completely obliterating any shred of credibility that union ever has had? I mean, when she speaks on that panel, all she's going to do is put her foot in her mouth, as she always does, in that weird little baby voice of hers. I can just hear it now. Just so that everybody knows, there's a war on porn. And who's going to be moderating that? The foreigner? Gustavo with his weird ass vampire accent. Oh, he's another one who was trying to support that Black Lives Matter. He's from such a racist country, too. He's from a country to where the entire political hierarchy is based on white supremacy. It's insane. Oh, my God.